Back with us. Let's get on to the action now, and we move on to the jackpot race number 4 on the card. And I'm in Love is 33-10 from the Paul Peter stable. Be having his first run for the Paul Peter yard anyway. Misty Cliff second choice 33-10 is Joints, and then you've got Silk Garden number 3 on the card, who's currently at 6-1. It's 10-1, and better the others. Not much action really going on in the race, I see from a market perspective, Darren, but I'm interested to hear about what this horse I'm in Love's all about.
Well, newcomers to the Paul Peter stable, we see them win first time and time again. Last week, even a horse like Legislate's Dance returned from almost a year layoff and won as he liked. So I don't think it's going to be in need of a run too much. I think if she's 80% fit, she can beat a field of this nature. That last form line of hers, we saw 4 direct winners from that form line, and that was in Cape Town. She's running strong company. She's a rainbow going up Symphony of Lights. You know, she's taken on some decent sorts in the past, and if not in need of the run too much, just watch the market close to race time, and if there is support, I think we can have a go. She looks the right horse.
Looks the right horse. The one to beat is I'm in Love. Daryl, just to get your point of view about the race and the competition. It's difficult, I suppose, Cape Town, Joburg, always to try and compare form. But I think Darren's 100% right. They come to Paul first time and they seem to get it right 8 out of 10.
Yeah, they seem to grow another leg, Clyde.
Yeah.
Look in the front of the computer form. Comments is working well. So that's certainly not negative. So she could certainly make a local winning debut.
No early market support this morning, anyway, when we were doing the show.
Well, follow the market closer to race time. Let's see. Maybe see how she moves down to the start. Maybe you can judge her on that, Clyde. If you're not in her camp, I'd like to touch on 2 horses. Number 8, Berengaria, and number 15, Spirit Princess. Now, very little separating them 2 on their later start. It was actually Spirit Princess's debut on that occasion. She stayed on. I might be concerned that she's looking for further in time to come. I think a dam went over 1.5 miles, but she can certainly improve on that effort. You know, the winner could be very decent, Clyde, and the run-up is highly regarded. So I do think that form line will stand up, in my opinion. And then Berengaria, Baron Boyce has said in the past that she's a speedy filly, but if you look at her 2 starts to date, they've more or less been giving her a chance in the early stages of the race. So my thinking is maybe perhaps today they changed tactics and they ask her to get into this race early because she is fit. And she could improve on what she's shown today. So 1, 9, and 15, I think that's the safe route, Clyde.
Interesting. Spirit Princess found here that Brian and Yah was going to be riding for the Azzy stable from Daryl's side. But is the Paul Peter horse the right one? Let's go and have a look at what we want to do in this particular event. And here we go. It's straight up. Darren's also confident with this horse, I'm in Love. They make that the right one. All right. Well, we want to show you this last start. This is the start that... in as far as the guys are referring to, where I'm in Love ran third. We'll go to Cape Town now and have a look at this start. If you haven't seen it, turn for home now. And I Am in Love is in the blue and the yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4th. The 4th horse there, turning for home. That's the horse to look out for, I'm in Love. And interesting that Pietro Moir, the winner, came out and won again, Daryl. The second horse, Everglades, came out and won again. A horse called Eladoro, who was 4th with I'm in Love just ahead of it, came out and ran 2nd. This horse Rosie Roan came out and won again. And Tamil Tiger came out and won again. So the only horse that actually hasn't run from this form line, or at least perhaps one of 2, is this horse I'm in Love, who seems to stay on well right in the middle now.
Yeah, Clyde, it's hard to judge on this run because, Pietro Moir is a much better filly now that she's been stepped up in trip, but certainly not disgraced of a year. And joining the Paul Peter yard could certainly be a positive too.
May well be a positive. Like the way the horse moved. Have a look at that. You see there in the blue and yellow. Okay, you're not going to get much out of that close-up as the winner, Petra Meyer, stays on best there. Ahead of, and came and won, Everglades. Second horse came and won. Rosie Roan came and won. And Tamil Tiger. They all came from that form line and won. I'm in Love may well be the right one.